Hey everybody, what's going on? Sean Elliott here from Zero to Income, and this is the second video in the series that Dana and I are working on that is focused on building your website. And if you go back and watch the first video that I did, that's going to cover all of the kind of getting ready for a website, and we're kind of still in that stage here. That first video was going through and using two tools that we like to use from Donald Miller. One is going to be the Marketing Made Simple tool, and the other is going to be going and using my brand script. So those are two things. If you haven't seen that video yet, go back and watch it. It's in the playlist for this particular series. So that being said, what I want to do in this video is I'm going to outline all of the sections that you're going to want on your website. And then in future videos, we're going to go through each of these sections and kind of talk about each one and how you want to attack each section. But in this video, we're going to go through what are the sections that make up your website. All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. And what we're looking at here is just a really simple wireframe, if you will, just kind of mapping out what's supposed to be on a website, right? What we have here at the very top is the header, which every website's going to have. And so we'll go into, again, in a future video, what a header should have. Next thing that we have here is the stakes. So everything under the header, other than the junk drawer, doesn't have to be in this order, but this is the order that Dana and I have set up our website, and the website you're going to be going through will be in this order. All right, so the next one after the header is the stakes, and that's just, again, we'll go into that in a future video, but that's just kind of going through what is going to happen if your customers do not buy your product or do not buy your service. What is it that they're going to be missing out on? What pain are they going to have to be continuing to deal with if they don't go ahead and purchase your product? And it's not just negative stakes here. It's going to be also a positive stake. What happens also if they do purchase your product, okay? And that leads you into the value proposition. Again, what are going to be the benefits to the customer that they're going to get when they purchase your product, all right? The next part of your website is going to be the guide. And this is a section is going to be where you share your testimonials. This is where you give some empathy of, hey, I understand what you're going through. I've been there. Part of showing that you've got the authority. This is where you have two things you're sharing in the guide section. You have the authority and you have the empathy. All right. And another way of showing authority is to have maybe logos of companies that you've worked with. Or you could also have like video testimonials in this particular section. Next section after that is the plan. Okay. Plan can be two different things. What to expect when they are going to make the purchase, like what's the purchase process? Hey, after you add your credit card information and all of the necessary information to complete the order, you click complete order, you're going to get an email, and then that email is going to have your password and username, blah, 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 blah. So basically that's just telling them what that purchase process is going to look like. So they aren't, kind of struggling with how does this work? What should happen after I make this purchase? You outline it so that it's clear to them. Another option for the plan is to outline what you're selling, what makes up your product or what makes up your service. All right. And so that's going to all go into the plan. And then the explanatory paragraphs really get into this is where, if you're going to have a lot of verbiage and a lot of writing, it's going to be here in the explanatory paragraph. And it's really going through and taking kind of everything that you've done in your, previously in your brand script and putting it into a succinct little area of, here's who we are. We understand what pains you're going through when you work with us. This is how these pains are going to be addressed and how your life is going to look once you've worked with us, et cetera, et cetera. And this is where you also kind of put in keywords for your website. Okay. And then over here, I've got two other sections that are optional. You can have a video section. And then with the video section, it could be just a video introduction. Welcome to the site. Here's what this site's all about. they say that videos can make a big difference in conversion. And so a video section is definitely something that is good to have, but again, it's optional. And the other thing that you'll probably have, it's optional also, but chances are you'll probably have it also as a section for pricing choices. So maybe you have a monthly subscription, a yearly subscription, and maybe you have a quarterly subscription. Or maybe you have a course and another course, and then maybe a paid community type of thing. So this is where you would have a section with your pricing choices. Okay. And then after that is the junk drawer. And I just call the junk drawer the footer. All right. You don't want to have your website too full of things like the About Me section, and you don't want up on the header necessarily things like the privacy policy and the terms and condition. All that stuff goes in your junk drawer. This is the junk drawer, or the footer is where you have everything else that might need to be on a website but doesn't need to be what they would say above the fold. Okay, and so that's where the junk drawer comes in. So that's kind of a general breakdown of the sections of a website that you're going to want to have when you design it. So here's the layout that I've got that I think that if you have something like this, and I'll pop this in, see if I can't pop this image into the description, or share it as a PDF maybe, and we'll pop that into a file down below in the description for everybody. But use this. This is what we're going to be going through in future videos. Okay, so we're going to be going through each of these sections in detail and dive in a little bit more. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Again, Sean Elliott here with Zero to Income. We'll have a link below in the description that you can click on and get more information from Dana and I. So be sure to check out the next video where we're going to be going over the header. So that is it. Thanks for watching.